we work fast, but Hollywood works faster. Alright, so we all were captivated by the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I know before work I would watch some of this, and then I would hear about it on the news when I came home, and then during my lunch break I would scroll through social media and watch this. I didn't listen to the whole trial. I mostly got most of my notifications through the internet because it was more up to date, kind of more reliable. I'm gonna be honest, the trial was really hard for me to sit through. As someone who's grown up in a violent household, it's really freaking terrifying, and me listening to both sides of their stories through the court, through the media, made it remind me of things I grew up watching as a kid, which is not something that you want to do. And I think anybody else who's ever been a victim of abuse, whether you're a child or an adult, listening to that trial, you brought back feelings of what you went through, and you had to, re-traumatize yourself because you wanted to follow along, but then you knew that you didn't want to be going through this process again, so you had to figure out that healthy balance of, I want to know, but I also want to be healthy, and I worked through my process, and then you have to figure out how to re-heal from all that again. So the fact that there is a Depp/Heard movie is really weird, and I say it's really weird because, like, this is the only time, actually no, didn't O.J. Simpson get one? I'm gonna excuse that because I don't think I was born when that happened. But, like, it's just really weird that celebrity personal lives are being laundried out into the world. Look, biopics are great. I love biopics, but I feel like this isn't a biopic. This is a time in two people's lives that both of them kind of deserve to forget, regardless of whose side of the fence you sit on. It's time for them to both move on, and it's time for us to move on because it's their dirty laundry, and it makes me feel icky because it's free bringing up my dirty laundry. And I can, as I said, growing up as a child in this situation, you can kind of sympathize with the children more than you can sympathize with the adults. But then you also look at both sides of the lenses and you're like, oh yeah, yeah. So this is gonna be,
All rise. Court is now in session.
God, look how low budget that is.
Miss Heard has defamed Mr. Depp by calling him an abuser.
Is that supposed to be
Look what she said about me.
It's day one of the Depp versus Heard defamation trial. Though the fans are showing support for both sides, there's clearly a favorite here.
The drug use and the medications had gotten so bad, and it scared me.
Girl just wants some attention.
It didn't happen.
Borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder.
Another one with James Franco.
And he jealous him too.
This is not life. No one should have to go through this.
I'm so tired of this. I can't keep doing it.
This trial, it's about the truth.
It did tell the truth.
I have the right to say what happened to me.
You listen to her lies, her allegations.
Your Honor, may we introduce the next tape?
Can't wait to see what's next.
So the guy kind of looks like Johnny Depp. Doesn't sound like Johnny Depp. Amber Heard does not look like Amber Heard. Camilla looks more like Meghan Markle. And, sure. The thing of watching this, what makes this really interesting is that they're doing it from the media perspective. You know how we heard both sides. He's a drug addict, she's a liar and a cheater. It's just what we heard in the media. This is not giving us anything new. This isn't giving us anything that makes us go, that could persuade my mind into changing who I thought was the perpetrator. No, it's just like, well, it's a rehash of the media. I'm assuming neither of them asked Johnny Depp or Amber Heard about this. And now I'm just assuming because I didn't follow along. I generally don't care that this is made. Says the one who just did a trailer reaction, dumbass. But like, it's going to profile what we already know. You know, we already know that Johnny Depp has drug issues. He's made that pretty damn clear for how many years now? And he was quite candid about it during the court hearing. Amber Heard, I didn't really know who she was, and I still don't know who she was, and I don't feel like I need to care. But, you know, it's just going to paint her in a light that it's like, okay, well, you want us to sympathize with a woman that many audiences barely knew beforehand. But I don't think you're going to get us to sympathize with her through this hot take, because it's just like, you're just giving us what we know from the court case that we heard. But yeah, no, this is definitely one that I'm not going to watch. But if I do watch it, I don't know if I might as well just go watch the court hearing again on YouTube, or if I'm just going to go and watch clips of it on TikTok. You know, I don't think I'll see the full entire thing. But you know, it's just weird. Like I said, I'm cool with biopics being made because 9 out of 10 times they've got approval of the estate. That 1% time is because some idiot was like, hey, I have an account of this person, so let's tell the story and then have it not make any sense to what we already... Yeah. Have you seen Blonde? I've seen Blonde. I got mad about that. I could do a whole essay on that. If you want my opinion, I will share it. It's on Instagram, but I will do a verbal opinion if you want one. But you know, there's biopics and then there's retellings of the media that we already know. It's just... Why? Like I said, these two people just need to move on. Find their own little piece of the corner in the world, do their thing, rebuild their lives, move on to whatever they're going to move on to next. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, in that case, I think that's all the trailers I needed to watch. So I will see you guys in another video, whenever that is. So in the meantime, enjoy!